Hey guys, my name is Lauren and this is a channel all about reselling online. If you're new here, I sell on Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, and Relove, which is sort of a new platform that I'm experimenting with. All of those links and closet names are going to be in the description, so if you want to check those out and look at my store, please do. As I explained in the last video, this is part 2 of my second Craigslist haul, I guess. The first one, I'll just briefly recap. Basically, I got a whole bunch of stuff for really cheap. Cost of goods was very low from a guy on Craigslist. However, most of it was for a slightly older demographic, which is easier to sell for on eBay, harder on Poshmark, Mercari, Relove. Just because eBay's more well-known. And also a lot of them, while they're good quality, they're not necessarily recognizable brands. So I wanted to get some more stuff to bring more brand recognition to my store, to bring more traffic to my closets and stores across all of my platforms. So I found a reseller on Craigslist who was getting rid of a bunch of stuff for pretty cheap because she was moving. And I got 3 bags of various sizes of clothes that I kind of know what they are. I kind of know what the quality... I know that they're good quality, but in terms of which brands are in there, they're mostly like Zara-ish level of expensive, I guess. But Zara stuff, like I said in the last video, tends to do pretty well, tends to bring traffic to my closet, and that's what I'm looking for. So, going into the second bag, we're diving in. Alright, these ones, I briefly skimmed through the Craigslist listing to just make sure that, they were brands I vaguely recognize, but I don't totally know what's in these, so it'll be an unboxing for both of us. So this is a sweater. It might be made of alpaca, because it has a bunch of alpacas on it, and I've definitely seen other sweaters like these that are actually made of alpaca. That would be awesome. What's it made of? Oh my gosh. Polyester. Sad. Okay. But this is just a hooded sweater, cardigan, jacket thing. It has some kind of fuzzy Sherpa type fabric in the hood. It's weird that it's just in the hood. It's just an open front, no buttons or closures or anything. It just sort of hangs and folds. And this is, I don't know which bag this is. This is a size small. It's Mags and Pie, P-Y-E, which I haven't heard of, but I will look up. This sweater, again, I'll probably still list it because at this point I have it. I'm gonna make it worth my money. But it does have a lot of pilling on it, so I'm definitely going to shave that off. And I do have a sweater shaver, but I found that nothing works as well as just getting like a bag of travel razors and just taking an actual razor to it and just getting all that pilling off. Okay, next thing. Whoa, this might be vintage because I haven't seen one of these shirts in a while. I don't even know what this fabric is called. It's that kind of puckery, stretchy sort of shirt. It was popular back in the day. However, like vintage crowd, that's a thing. It has this sort of like flower petal / crow texture. Obviously, very stretchy. As this material tends to be. Doesn't have a brand on it, doesn't have a size. Probably vintage, so I'm going to list it as such, or at least say sort of my coverall if I don't know if something is vintage is I'll say retro vintage look, so I can be like, the style is meant to be vintage, I just can't 100% confirm it, and that sort of covers me in the listings. All right, what do we got? Emma, I'm gonna watch that. It doesn't smell like bad, it just smells like someone else's house, I guess. So this is just Emma and Sam. It's a t-shirt. Don't know this brand. I'll look it up. If anything, like, buying random things is really educational for me because it makes me get familiar with a whole bunch of brands that I didn't know. which is awesome. Cool, just Banana Republic, size medium. It's a top, just like a racer back, kind of orange rust colored. It's kind of folding back, but it's like this wide. So flowy top, high neck with a racer back. So pretty cute. I think it's pretty on trend. I like it. Cool. Zara WB collection. Oh, I started a whole thread on a thrifting Facebook group I'm in. It's just saying, like, what does WB stand for the Zara thing? I just can't get it. Because at first I was like, maybe it's white and black, like White House Black Market. But, you know, there were so many things that weren't black or white that I was like, why would they have a specific white and black collection if they're things with all kinds of colors in it? But then someone said, oh, I think it's woman basic. I was like, oh, that makes so much more sense. But yeah, I think they probably didn't want to write woman basic on it, maybe because woman is generally sort of the equivalent of like a lot of plus size things. It's a similar sizing system. And I think that since it's not necessarily a plus size line, although I think they might go up into plus sizes, they probably just didn't want to confuse people with their branding. So, yeah, this is a size medium. It's so soft. It's kind of a flowy, probably half sleeve length, maybe 3/4. Just a flowy top, casual, soft. Would look very cute with an earth tone scarf, so maybe I'll style it that way in the mannequin. I'll definitely put keywords like fall, autumn, earth tone, all that stuff in there. Speaking of fall and earth tone, this is another one of those Uniqlo. Their logo on these things always makes me think of Converse for some reason. You probably can't see that. Cool, just an earth tone ribbed tee. Very stretchy, because it's ribbed. I don't know what size it is. Medium. Medium. Alright. Banana Republic. Maybe I should have gone through the brands of this a little more. I thought when I looked at it, I remember seeing like mostly Zara, and that's not really been the case. But that's okay. So Banana Republic, just a V-neck, cream colored, might be long sleeve. I guess it's probably long sleeve. I'll measure it. I don't know. Long sleeve sweater, slightly longer in the back. It's definitely on the longer side. Might look cute with some leggings, a scarf. Hey. A Santa hat, you know. The works. I'll definitely list it in... Oh, what is this? Staring at stars. I was like, I can't read this. It's embroidered in cursive. That's why I can't read it. It's very small. Anyway, don't know the brand. I feel so uneducated doing this video. I don't know any of these brands. Maybe I should. But, yeah, just a little sweater. Has a really interesting shape to its knit. When I'm looking through it like this, it almost looks like cheetah print or something. But it's long sleeve. Has a kind of cute little scallop thing going on with the neckline and the hem. So I'll definitely put scallop in the description. Although I have done that for other scalloped items and I don't know if it helped, but it can never hurt to put more information in there. Yay, Zara! This is just Zara Basic Collection. Collection doesn't really mean anything. It's not like Calvin Klein collection where the items go from $50 to $1,000, unfortunately. But Zara Basic Collection, that's not the front. This is the front. Just a kind of scoop necky looking thing. Gives me some kind of like pirate chic vibes. Has this lace going on in the back with some buttons. It's a cute blouse. I wouldn't call it basic, Zara. Don't sell yourself short. This is soft, whatever it is. Has a velvet tag. Oh, Emma and Sam again. So that other brand I had. Maybe it's something, who knows. But this is very soft. It's I think it's meant to be a little distressed, which I will definitely put in the keywords. It is a hooded kind of sweater with a little pocket in the front. It's very, very lightweight. Definitely meant to be more of a shirt, not really a sweater so much. It has some kind of like bleach stains on it, which I think are definitely intentional. I think it's meant to look distressed. You know, like what Kanye West does. It's medium. Cool. Very soft, interesting. I hope when I look up comps for this brand, it turns into something. So that's nice. Because, you know, distressed stuff is expensive when it's being sold by somebody who is expensive. But not so much when it's not. So speaking of expensive, this is Madewell, which isn't insanely expensive, but it's a high-end mall brand. But I always see it on Poshmark's list of, you know, these are the brands that are trending right now everywhere, selling all the time. And I've always wanted to find it just to see how it does. And part of the reason I bought this bundle was because I knew there were a couple Madewell items in there. So yay, thank God. This is a Madewell top. It's like a little blouse. Has this really cool, the way the fabrics are kind of mismatched in the back. Oh, and in the front as well. Yeah, it creates that kind of like jarring diagonal. I guess it's really not the fabric because it's not a seam. But the way the print is, it creates that sort of mismatched diagonal line. Diagonal lines create movement. Yay. I don't know why I just said that. I'm tired. But yeah, just a blouse. Has a zipper in the back. Very cute. It is a size large. So I have high hopes for this one, guys. It's in great condition. It even has a zipper pull that is made from the same fabric as the shirt, which is very cute. Great. This is Bowden. I'm not mad at it. I've also never found Bowden, so this is what's nice about buying from other resellers' stock, I guess. Because, you know, me just buying for me, I'll buy whatever crappy brand if it's cute and I think it's good quality. But, you know, buying from a reseller is a little different because it's stuff that has a little bit of value. So, yeah, Bowden is a brand that I've heard other resellers talk about, that I've wanted to find, that it's not ridiculously high-end, but it's definitely worth picking up. And this has, like, kind of an interesting pattern. I think it's fun. It's like a little 70s-ish almost, and yet a little bit professional. Like, I could totally see a young teacher or something wearing this. So cool, Bowden. I'm excited to list it. Alright, okay, Cynthia Rowley. Obviously nothing crazy. This is just like a scoop neck tunic top. I love a good tunic top. Oh, it has that little, yeah, short sleeved. Has a frocket, which I always enjoy. But the interesting thing about it is that it has that kind of style of where it looks like you have a button-down shirt underneath it, but you don't. So that's kind of cute. Tunic top. Little bit, you know, I like that there's something a little bit unique about it. Because again, with brands like Cynthia Rowley or even Banana Republic or anything like that, you do sometimes need something a little more eye-catching about it to get the buyer to look at it. So, neat. What is this? Forever 21. Forever 21. Forever 21 is going away, if you've not heard. Or they're at least bankrupt. But I was thinking that they were closing at least a lot of their stores. But, you know, whatever. At least it's stylish and it doesn't have, like, weird graphics on it. It's just a black sweater. And you probably can't see. I'll just stick my hand in it. It has one of those, like, there's a collar at the top and then a V-neck down here. You probably can't see that, but that's okay. So, at least it's something stylish. My mannequin, I have a black mannequin because then I was like, if it gets a smudge on it, you won't be able to see it. But the problem is now, whenever I photograph something that's a dark color, especially if it's black, I just can't see it. So this might be one where I put it on the mannequin for fit, but my cover shot is just this sweater on a hanger. Just so you can see the neckline a little better, or I might even, you know, I don't know, put something white under it just so you can see that neckline, because that's the selling point of the sweater for sure. Ooh, this is white and lacy. Might be technically cream. Limbs. Whoa. I'm gonna look it up. This might be vintage. I like vintage. Okay, so it's, I mean, it has shoulder pads, guys. It's gotta be vintage. Just kidding, I'll look it up. So this is like an open front cardigan, cream colored, has all these little eyelet cutouts, very textured, sort of lacy, has shoulder pads, like I said. Long sleeve, open front, no buttons or anything. The brand is Limbs. L, size large. Looks like an older label. I never really seem to have a lot of luck with Vintage Fashion Guild with actually finding the specific brands that I'm looking for, but I will check there. If I can't find it there, I will check somewhere else. I do tend to look if I think something is vintage. Typically on the tag, on the care label, there's an RN number or a WPL number. And WPL numbers stopped being used in like 1942, I think. And if it has a WPL number, the garment might still be newer than that, but it means that the company started during the times when WPLs were being issued. If it's after that time period, then it would have an RN number, which means, all it really means is that there's no possibility that it's from the 40s, 30s, 40s. But it is always like just a little bit of a clue, I guess. This is neat. Is this I think it's handmade, because I don't see any tags on it. Handmade, vintagey, cool. I sold a few handmade things lately. I've sold lots of scarves. Not that I made though, that I got. But this is very cool though. It's like a lace crocheted poncho, but with short sleeves. So maybe it's not really a poncho, but it does have kind of that shape. It has that handkerchief triangle hem. Doesn't have any tags and there are no signs. Oh no, I'm wrong. This is not handmade. I'm crushed. G. I don't know that brand. I'm gonna look it up. Hopefully it's amazing. That's what I always hope for. Size large. Made in the USA. So it's not handmade. But it is very cute and cool. I'm definitely gonna put like boho, festival, earth tone, hippie, all of that in my descriptions. I don't know how it is in the other platforms that I'm on, but I know on Poshmark, if you can't fit all of your keywords in the title, that's okay, because, you know, when you search for specific words, it does look through the descriptions of listings as well as the titles. But a lot of platforms I know only do it by title, so I don't know how it is for other platforms. However, eBay gives you 80 characters, which is crazy. I can get just about everything I want in the title, from like size to condition to fiber content to, you know, occasion or whatever. You know, your title might just not make grammatical sense, but no one cares about that. Okay, Sandy and Sid. What does that tag say? Oh, made in India. Size large. Just, actually, maybe I should look at the front. Whoa, okay, that's interesting. So it's sort of fastened at the bottom. It's like a deep V. It does have a snap here, so you can fasten it, yeah, like there. So it's like a normal V-neck that you could wear without another shirt underneath. Or I suppose you could have it open and wear like a cute bralette or a crop top or something underneath. And it probably does go to a full length, but the sleeves cuff up like this and fasten there. Usually when I have things like that, I take a picture with the full length sleeve and the rolled up sleeve. So cool, Sandy and Sid. I might have come across one of those already, say in the last bag, I don't know. Yeah, by the way, I'm doing this on the same day as the last one. I'm wearing the same shirt. I'm gonna record the other one right now too. What do we got? Oh, Diane Gilman. This might be vintage too. The tag looks old. Okay, cool. So this is just like a blouse top. I feel like this neckline and like the width of these straps, as weird as that sound, make it seem like it's from a couple decades ago. Just because I haven't seen a lot of tops sold recently that have this neckline with these type of straps. So that's promising to me. Has this sort of ruffle in the bottom, a little bit of a diagonal, small ruffle texture on the rest of it. This is what the tag looks like. Diane Gilman, I'm gonna look it up. Tag looks vintage. Oh, it's silk. It's 100% silk. That's always lit. I always put, if something is 100% silk, I put 100% silk in the description, or in the title. That's what I mean. Of course, it's in the description. But in the title, sometimes even ahead of the brand name, if the brand name isn't recognizable. So, Diane Gilman, 100% silk. I will look it up. I'm getting educated about brands that probably aren't worth much. But that's okay. This is new with tag. I hate when things are new with tag and the tag doesn't say how much it was, but that's okay. But I get the impression that it's olivaceous, which I've never heard of. But just based on this tag and how it's attached, I think it's a boutique brand. It has this kind of safety pin on it, you know, but it's a fancy boutique safety pin. And there's nothing on the tag with the brand. It is a fancy tag though. But cool, these are just white pants. They do have a hidden zipper on the side. I think they're lined, but I feel like they're probably still somewhat see-through. They are lined, which is good. I will definitely say in the description that they're lined. But, I don't know, man. They're totally still see-through. But again, I'll disclose that, you know, I'll be like, wear nude underwear. I have done that for white pants before. People still bought them. It was fine. Or I might keep them for me if nobody wants them. Because I feel like with boutique brands, you know, you go to the boutique and these things are like $100. And it's not a brand anyone's ever heard of. Sometimes they're great quality, sometimes they're not. It's just the allure of it being in a boutique that gives it its worth. And outside of the boutique setting, I don't know that worth necessarily holds up. Anyway. Sweater. Oh, cool. It's just Express. Great. Yeah, Express. What is this? Oh, that's weird and interesting. Okay. Well, Express, I think, brings a little bit of traffic to me, which I love. And this is a very distressed sweater. It's very clearly, you probably can't see any of the distress from there. There are so many holes in the sweater, but they're clearly like worked into the knit. Like they're not just torn in the sweater. I don't know why people buy things with holes in them, guys. Please explain it to me. I'm glad people buy them, but I don't get it. And there are some zippers. Okay, cool. There are some zippers on the side. I guess that gives it even more of an edgy vibe. So you probably can't even see it. Shoot. Zipper, zipper, zipper. There's a matching one on the other side. It's just Express. Size medium. Would be a sweater if not for all the holes. But that's okay. Somebody will like it. I had an incredibly distressed Topshop, like very, very destroyed denim button-down shirt. And I was shocked that it sold for like $16. I didn't expect to get much at all for it. But I was like, it's Topshop, and even though it's not worth much, it does tend to sell fast for me. Cool, another Zara. This was just a black, stretchy, kind of fitted bodycon mini skirt. More of like a club party skirt than a business skirt for sure. It has this kind of, it's not an actual layer that comes up, but it is sort of a folded thing that goes across the front, just to give it a little bit of texture and volume. Cool. It's just Gap. Size extra large. I don't think, they're definitely not real denim, but they're made to look like very light wash denim. Shorts, XL. They have pockets, elastic waist with a drawstring. They're in good shape. I love anything with big pockets. Okay. Oh my god, why do I talk so much? Okay. Oh, I can totally tell by the tag that this is Zara, because Zara, just their care labels are like these ridiculous giant things. I'm so impressed when I find like a Zara piece that's not new when the care label hasn't been cut off, because they're so obnoxious. But I'm glad they're not, so I can tell what it's made of and put it in the description. So these are some kind of cropped pants, rust colored, have like, it's not on the whole waistband, but on the sides there's an elastic thing going on. Pockets, which I love. The front is pleated. They are a size XL, Zara woman. They have a kind of hook and bar closure with a zipper and a button going on in the front. Good stuff. Definitely a shorter length. You can't see that. Cool, Nike. This looks like maybe an older Nike shirt, but it's in very good shape and it's so soft. Kind of want to keep it. Long sleeve, heather gray V-neck, women's shirt. Has the Nike logo embroidered there, and also on the back of the neck, which is cool. Very cute. If it doesn't sell, I will keep it, because I am a medium. What is this? The North Face. Yay, we're going into winter. Okay, great. Yeah, so this is just a fleece vest. It is so soft. It's in really good condition. 2 different shades of blue, navy blue, light blue. Has a nice little pocket in the back. Cool, nothing in the pocket. Not really cool, it's sad. Glad it's not like gum, but I wish it was money. Anyway, has a North Face zipper pull, logo on the front. I feel like this might be a newer tag, even though fleece vest might not be quite as in style, but this seems like a very crisp tag. So I'm gonna have to look up, since it is a more well-known brand, I might try to look up their kind of label timeline or their label history, just to see if I can date it a little bit. Because it'd be great if I could just say it's from the past couple years. This is Boo Hoo. Just based on the fact that the tag is sewn on a little crooked, I don't think it's anything to write home about. But, again, you know, it is this, so you can probably see that one a little better. It has that collar at the top with the deep V, chunky knit sort of sweater. Has these really deep slits in the top, so it's basically a crop sweater, I think. Cool. Has a lot of texture. I think it's a lot of fun. It'll be easier to photograph. Cope. Cool. The brand is just called Cope. Haven't heard of it, but I will. It is... Oh, this is so see-through. Wow. Huh. Okay, yeah, you'd have to wear like another dress under this, but this might be more of like a tunic vibe, maybe. You know, wear a cami or a bralette under it, and then wear some leggings. But yeah, size large, lacy, kind of, I guess almost like schoolgirl looking. Has a sort of lace collar and this lace detail on the shoulders. It's not, the lace detail on this shoulder at least is not in perfect condition, but it's pretty close. So of course, I'll just close that. I think we only have 2 more things left in this bag. Okay, Bazoo Bazoo. I have sold this brand before. What did I sell in this brand? I think it was like a little nighty nightgown type deal. Oh, and this is a nighty nightgown type deal. Cool. I call this color Dusty Rose. But I do really like the texture of this. I really like when you can see, when the fabric is sheer enough that you can really see the seams that way. I just like that style. It definitely, don't know if it's actually vintage. I will try to date this label and see, you know, when this person was associated with it. The Michelle Bobot. I'm probably butchering that. But it has this pink kind of lacy thing. Definitely a more vintage look. I mean, I definitely know some girls who wear this kind of thing, who wear like the vintage swimsuits and the vintage nighties and the vintage dresses like gum sacks and things like that and look stunning in them. So I'm sure that will find its perfect match. All right. Oh, never mind. There are two more things. They're both black. It was deceptive. Okay. What do we have? What do we have? Oh, there is a tag. Tyler Jacobs. I see Jacobs, I'm like, Marc Jacobs? It's not Marc Jacobs. Tyler Jacobs, though. I don't know, I'll look it up. Cold shoulder, sweater. I think it's meant to be a little more like street, edgy looking. It has some sort of raw, tattered hems, edges down here. So it looks, I'll definitely put distressed in the keyword, even though it doesn't have like holes in it or anything. Cool. And the last thing, oh, looks like a Tommy Hilfiger cardigan, just a black cardigan. Cool, just a classic piece, great for fall and winter. Fabulous, size large, Pima cotton blend, always nice. It's just a slightly higher quality, so of course I'll put that in the title if I can fit it, and definitely the description. Just a basic black cardigan. You always need that. It does have that little Tommy logo. It's so small, but it does have a Tommy logo, which, you know, some people like for the status, but it's definitely a very high quality sweater in great shape. Fab. All right. I have a giant pile of clothes next to me. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this, and I am about to record video number 3 of this with probably the same recap at the beginning. Again, feel free to like and subscribe to my videos. It would help me out a lot. And check out my closets and stores in the description. Let me know in the comments any questions you have. Maybe if I remember, I'll research these brands and put my findings below or in a different video. Thank you so much for watching. If you stuck around, tune in for video number 3 or go back and watch video number 1. And I will see you all soon. Bye!